Hey everybody, Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great one. And at the time of this recording, at least, the market is starting to bounce back a little bit. We had a pretty bloody day yesterday. Across the board, we were seeing a lot of red. Of course, as you can see, we're still down overall 1.2%, now $2.11 trillion total cryptocurrency market cap. But there are some projects that are starting to move again in this last hour or so. You have some that are even up 2, 3, 4% in the last 60 minutes, and some that are starting to show some green in these last 24 hours. Of course, it's always case by case, but generally speaking, Bitcoin, as I like to say, is that, tide that either raises or sinks all ships. And right now it's flat / up a little bit, although it is down on the 7-day. We're going to be discussing, first of all, the coin of the day. Credit has to go to Dogecoin yet again, and we have a lot of news relating to Doge. DOGE is the ticker. Some new integrations, some new partnerships, I suppose you could say, or some new functionality. Dogecoin is definitely the coin of the day. We'll be discussing that. We'll be discussing some macro trends that we're seeing. Venmo, you probably heard about the Venmo news. That is massive, and we'll cover the numbers there. We're discussing deeper. We're discussing DAFI and Cartesi today, as well as Enjin. New updates from all of those projects that we favor, that we like. Obviously friends of the channel, we like to follow those projects closely in particular. So guys, if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and altcoins especially, then be sure to like and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz. All right, so Dogecoin is our official coin of the day. It's outperforming a market that, is kind of suffering right now. And Dogecoin, even despite these market conditions, I tried to point out some optimism in yesterday's video. I was suggesting that, we still have these all-time highs for these projects. We're looking at VeChain, for example, yesterday. Doge hit a new all-time high yesterday. Right now, although it's below an all-time high, it has hit yet another one just a few hours ago. In fact, Doge hit an all-time high 6 hours prior to this recording, now at a height of 41.8888 cents. That is the new all-time high to beat. And Doge is just unrelenting. So first of all, there's a lot of good news with regards to Dogecoin. I am going to be the first to admit, and maybe this is reasonable criticism, that, I was kind of wrong on Dogecoin. Wrong / perhaps too reluctant, too conservative. Because my point of view is that you have this project that's gone up 10 times, 50 times, now 100 times. I think 150, maybe 200 times over the course of this last year. It's not exactly conventional wisdom to then say, okay, well, now because the momentum is on its side, now it's a good time to invest in such a project. If anything, it's the opposite. If anything, despite all these daily all-time highs that we're seeing with Dogecoin, I personally would expect, I would brace for a pullback. Then again, not that it's financial advice, but Dogecoin is this kind of project where conventional wisdom is something you just throw out the window entirely, right? It doesn't apply to Dogecoin. Many are saying that, conventionally that would be the case, but with Doge, you just have this mimetic kind of idea, right? That's going to be pumping until it hits $1. That is the contention of some. I'm not interested in that, even if it does hit $1 and I miss out on it. Right now, it's too overheated for me personally. But that being said, we do have to give Dogecoin credit. There's a lot of integrations right now. For example, electronics retailer Newegg, you probably have heard of them. They now accept Dogecoin as payment. So Newegg tweeting this from yesterday. We're considering accepting Dogecoin as a payment option. Retweet this if you want this to happen. Hashtag Doge Day Dogecoin. If you're new to us, if you're unfamiliar, that is with Newegg. They sell everything PC, tech, automotive, and more. You can check out their homepage that's listed here. Dogecoin, as I mentioned, has hit a new all-time high. It's been, I think, a mover to the tune of about 500% in these last 7 days or so. We also have this news. EasyDNS now accepting Dogecoin payments. We're on easydns.com. So again, Doge is certainly riding the wave. There's no denying it right now. On the 16th of April, this goes back a few days, EasyDNS warmed up to Dogecoin by accepting Dogecoin payments for all of their services. And that's in addition to what's been happening here with Mark Cuban. So earlier in March, if you go back to last month, you guys may remember that Mark Cuban announced that his NBA franchise, the Dallas Mavericks, would accept Dogecoin as payments for tickets and merchandise, which at the time, I'll admit, seemed like a kind of a gimmicky move. Kind of seemed like, well, I don't know, maybe that's sort of silly, or all right, that's kind of jokey and fun, but is there any actual business strategy or utility to that? I'm not so sure. So get this, back on the 6th of March, the Dallas Mavs have done more than 20,000 Dogecoin in transactions. And I believe that's 20,000 Doge tokens, which is not a lot, let's be honest, but still 20,000 Doge in transactions, making us the largest Dogecoin merchant in the world. We thank all of you and can only say that if we sell another 6,556,000,000 Dogecoin worth of Mavs merch, Dogecoin will definitely hit $1. I think it'll hit $1 with or without the Dallas Mavericks. I think, for clarification, I do think Doge will eventually hit $1. I think the path towards that dollar is just going to be extremely rocky and volatile. So I can't in good conscience recommend something that is this overheated, that is this overbought right now. Long term, is it going to hit $1? I think so. I think at the crest of this altcoin market, or perhaps even sooner, we could see that. So just want to highlight the fact that Mark Cuban posted this on the 6th of March. If we go back for poops and giggles, we're on the 24-hour Dogecoin chart here. Let's take a look at the last 90 days of performance by Dogecoin. I mean, this is beyond parabolic. It's not even parabolic. Like, this is a sheer cliff face. That is unbelievable. So Mark Cuban posted that on the 6th of March. Dogecoin was worth about 5.1 cents. So $0.05, 5 pennies. As a reminder, right now, we're just below, or I should say just over 38 cents. So nearly 8 times, somewhere between 7 and 8 times the value that it was on the 6th of March in basically 6 or 7 short weeks. So I think very deservedly, Dogecoin, kudos, congratulations to the Doge crowd. Doge is the coin of the day. Let's get a little bit macro for just a moment and talk about a very serious development that actually few are discussing at the moment. We're discussing now Venmo, and this is extremely significant. 70 million customers will soon have access to buying cryptocurrency through Bitcoin and Ethereum. We tweeted about this a couple hours ago. Venmo has 77 million users. 77 million users. They can now, all of them, buy, hold, and sell crypto for as little as $1. And this is as significant to me probably as the PayPal announcement was last year. This is a really big deal, actually. So another perspective on it here, market meditations breaking. PayPal-owned Venmo will now let users buy and sell crypto, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, in amounts as little as $1. It's not significant because it's Venmo. It's not significant because it's PayPal necessarily, but to me it's significant because those are 77 million people that now have exposure to crypto. Now, are some of those 77 million accounts the same accounts that would otherwise have PayPal accounts? I think PayPal has 200 or 300 million users. Yeah, I'm sure the overlap is significant. So chances are, if you're already on PayPal, maybe you already have a Venmo account as well. It's not necessarily 77 million additional users, but nonetheless, that speaks to mass adoption. That speaks to the fact that crypto is, again, incrementally, step by step, taking over the world. In a good way, by the way, not in some kind of malevolent way, right? This is all very altruistic for the most part. So very good news indeed. We're going to have more on that story as it develops, as it gets fleshed out. It's relatively breaking at the time of this recording, but massive news. Probably the most, let's not mince words here. That is definitively and without a doubt the most important news that we're covering today. We're going to have more on that as the days and the weeks go by, certainly. Okay, Loopring is in the news in a pretty big way here, and this is related to DPR, Deeper Network, and some amazing returns there at Loopring.org. On April 10th at 8 a.m., Loopring Layer 2 is thrilled to announce the primary listing of Deeper Network by DPR with zero gas fees on exchange.loopring.io. All right, so we're 10 days past that listing. We all know that. In fact, this tweet was issued on the 7th of April, so nearly 2 weeks ago. But here's the important thing. Loopring DPR trading volume and transactions over the course of 24 hours have now completely surpassed Uniswap, and DPR APY is up to 300%, which is 8 times that of Uniswap. Very, very significant here. DPR lottery event is still in progress, and current winning odds is 13%. 30 winners are eligible to subscribe to 1,500,000 DPR. More information on that is available here. So trade DPR on Loopring Layer 2. Million DPR at your grasp. This from about 9 days ago at the time of this recording by Layla Lin. We're on medium.com/Loopring. For more information, we'll link to this in the description below, but a very impressive milestone there that we wanted to highlight. Again, 24-hour transaction volume for Loopring DPR trading has surpassed Uniswap with a 300% APY. Very, very, very impressive indeed. Kudos and congratulations to the team. We're talking now about DAFI protocol that you guys seem to have a pretty healthy appetite for. You guys seem to love DAFI, as do we, and with good reason. Check out our previous coverage of DAFI if you've not already. So here we're talking about the intersection of DAFI and XEND, and they're partnering to fight price volatility. This tweet here from the 19th of April, yesterday, DAFI protocol, another one. We're excited to announce that Xend Finance will be integrating DAFI D tokens within their staking model. Switch to DAFI. So DAFI is going to introduce an entirely customized staking model for the Xend Finance platform. It will enable creation of dXend tokens pegged to the native token by utilizing DAFI's synthetics to address the supply shock and demand volatility issues. Whilst Xend Finance integrates synthetic tokens, the platform will balance market fluctuations and reward token holders without infusing excess supply. And with DAFI, Xend Finance will undergo a massive transformation by adopting new staking and economic models. In other news here, we have Cartesi, ticker CTSI. They're in the news here. We're on stakingrewards.com, which, by the way, is a great website as a resource for all kinds of different metrics and calculations related to, how much you can expect on various staking initiatives, various platforms, and various projects, including all the different wallets, both proprietary and third party. So this is something that you're going to want to check out above and beyond this news that we're covering here. But we're looking at Cartesi, and very interestingly, Cartesi ranks number 3 on the basis of maximum staking rewards, and it's currently yielding about 122% staking rewards annually. So not too bad. Congratulations to Cartesi, ticker CTSI. And again, generally speaking, you guys can check out this website as a great resource for all things staking related. And while we're talking about staking and stakingrewards.com, Solana has surpassed ETH2, get this, to take the 3rd spot for staked capitalization. Cardano and Polkadot dominate the 1st and 2nd spots in that order. But Solana, ticker SOL, jumping ahead of Ethereum 2.0 with a staked value here of about $9.585 billion to Ethereum's $8.44 billion. Very impressive indeed. As you can see, that's largely attributable here to their total staked value of 62.82% for Solana versus 3.34% for Ethereum 2.0, which is kind of how the numbers balance out, right? Enjin is here on Twitter from earlier this morning. At Enjin, of course, is the Twitter handle. JumpNet has given the Enjin ecosystem a shot to the arm. More than 50 projects are actively working on their JumpNet integrations and using the network to mint and distribute NFTs, non-fungible tokens, without gas fees. More can be found on btcmanager.com as well as on our website here, altcoinbuzz.io. So Enjin gasless blockchain attracts Microsoft and 50 plus NFT projects with this article by Deepika. So Enjin proposed JumpNet blockchain as a solution to Ethereum's rising gas and transaction cost issues, a problem that many of us know all too well, unfortunately. This triggered a massive upswing in Enjin's price, pushing it to a new all-time high. And within 2 weeks of launch, JumpNet has recorded signups of 50 plus NFT, again, non-fungible token projects. Enjin, the creator of Microsoft non-fungible tokens, announced early access to its gas-free blockchain dubbed JumpNet. According to the press release shared with Altcoin Buzz, JumpNet supports free minting and transacting of NFTs. As a result, projects are moving to JumpNet as fast as possible. Over the last 2 weeks of its launch, JumpNet has attracted more than 50 NFT projects, and this list includes NFT projects like Microsoft, Binance, Crypto, Mat, OKX, Blockdown, Lost Relics, The Six Dragons, Metaverse Me, and more, of course. For more information and the full write-up here, check out Deepika's piece, guys, on altcoinbuzz.io. As always, We will link to that in the description below. All right, everybody, that about covers it for this Tuesday. As always, my recommendation is you keep following us on all the regular social media channels in order to stay up to speed. Also, check back into our website. It is altcoinbuzz.io. Guys, none of this is financial advice. I am not an investment advisor. You wouldn't want to follow my financial advice, even if I were explicitly giving it to you, which I am not. You guys do with this information what you will. But that being said, I do wish you all the very best of luck if you do choose to invest. If you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications. As always, again, best of luck if you do choose to invest. Stay safe, and we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.